All right, I consented to being recorded.
Right? I
Yeah.
have it right here.
Yeah,
We talk.
we do. Um, that's yours. I'm gonna get one.
Okay. Take 5.
And action.
Don't say anything.
So-
The Jets are winning.
Is it still 14-0?
14-3. Good movie choice.
I liked it. I haven't seen it in probably 10 years, maybe.
Yeah, same. It's been
You haven't
Yeah,
seen
it's been
it
a
in what,
minute.
like 8 days, Ben?
Should we officially start? Do you want to start it,
Oh,
Marco?
yeah. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Welcome to Action Club Podcast, your weekly hangout for great conversations, big laughs, and even better vibes. I'm your host, DeMarco Crum, joined by Ben Weber and Tanner Spees. This week we watched Raiders of the Lost Ark, the first film in the Indiana Jones franchise, and we can't wait to dive in and share our thoughts. Whether you're listening or watching, we're glad you're here. If you enjoy the show, don't forget to share it with your friends and follow us on Spotify, Instagram, and YouTube. Now, let's get into it.
Hey-o! So much action tonight.
All right.
Actually, there's a lot of action.
There was a lot of action, yeah.
Yeah.
It's more action
It's
than
like
adventure.
stunty. It's stunts. Well, there's some fighting. There's a lot of fighting, too.
There's a lot of fighting.
There's, car chases. There's a plane ride.
got it all.
There's animals.
It's got it all.
Deadly animals. Boat.
It really does have it all. It's
Island?
technically listed action adventure, so I think that's pretty
And the
pretty
MacGuffin.
accurate.
Big MacGuffin.
Big MacGuffin.
One of the big MacGuffins out there.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Tanner's learning about MacGuffins.
Yeah.
Excellent.
We're getting there.
If for nothing else, this club is expanding your education, Tanner.
Ben
So-
was literally just saying that earlier this evening.
Yeah, like he's
Weird.
seen a lot of action movies now. Like
I love
probably
it. No, we're
more than most people.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, yeah, no. And especially having seen like The Raid, I mean, you're definitely elite tier action movies.
Sorcerer, yeah. Yeah.
Sorcerer.
Yeah. I don't think many people
Bullet.
have that list.
I mean, no one.
Bullet?
The average
fair.
person has not seen Bullet. The average person has heard of Steve McQueen, probably, but they haven't seen Bullet. So you're part of an elite special unit.
Yeah, although I haven't watched
Anyways,
I haven't watched a John Wick movie in 15-minute parts like you have. So.
that's right. That's
I'll add that to my list for next time.
I was actually just listening to the Rewatchables podcast. They just did one on John Wick, and I saw probably about a half hour of it, and it was getting me hyped up to want to marathon it again because they were just talking about how much they love it, talking about certain scenes, and I was like, damn, I kind of want to watch John Wick now.
What was the app that was just gonna have shows in like 9-minute bites? Was it like
Oh, I know what you're talking
QB
about.
or something?
Yeah,
Something like that.
something like
Maybe, yeah.
That's how DeMarco watches.
That is. Although I will say I did have it at volume 14 with no subtitles.
Oh,
So
man.
I
Wow.
was rocking it, man.
Are you
Big time
in a
movie.
separate room of the house even?
The living room, but by myself.
Okay. Wow, there's no child
So-
within reach. That's impressive.
Pretty exciting. Yeah, and I got Lauren's permission to rent it first, so you always gotta get that permission slip signed first. You know what
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean? Anyways, guys, Raiders of the Lost Ark. This was probably my 5th or 6th time seeing this movie. I saw it way too young, and I'm realizing now how violent it is. I did not realize when I was a kid. But no, great watch, great rewatch. Just to give you a quick little background on it, 1981 is when it was released, starring Harrison Ford, the first Indiana Jones film, launching one of the most famous movie franchises of all time. Steven Spielberg just continuing to climb the ladder and obviously become one of the greatest directors of all time. And has a 93% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And check this out. The guy that composed it, John Williams, obviously super famous composer. I'm just going to give you his quick highlight reel of other movies that he's composed for. You've got obviously Indiana Jones. You've got Jurassic Park, Star Wars, Harry Potter, Home Alone, Superman. And that's just
That
throwing
man's
up.
loaded.
He's got a hell of a resume. Yeah.
Good.
And it's cool because he and Spielberg teamed up a lot, very similarly, similar in the way that like Hans Zimmer and Christopher Nolan teamed up. They had like a little double team action with the movie music combo. So it's cool, and you can hear it. You can definitely hear the similar themes of the music. It's very Jurassic Park-esque, I feel like, in the opening. So Ben, I hate to pull the age card on you, but I'm curious. When you said you were 4 or 5 when you first saw
I
this.
think I must
Where
have
were you
been
when you saw this?
4 or 5. Yeah. Like, I remember seeing this pretty early. I didn't remember. I forgot, or I guess every time I see it, I'm reminded how gory this movie is. Like,
Yeah,
there's.
I
Did you see
really,
it?
I think even
Right at the
watching
beginning.
it in adulthood, you don't realize it until you think about it. But yeah,
There's
from
such
the jump,
gore.
a man gets fucking arrows through his face hole.
yep, yeah.
There's all,
Oh, I know.
there's like we talked about, face melting. There's people getting
Explosive headshot.
explosive headshot, machine gun from an airplane, like kills a bunch of Nazis.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of different ways people have died in this movie, and a
Yeah.
lot of deaths.
Graphic.
Graphic,
Indy had a
violent deaths.
pretty high kill count, man. I mean, he killed more people than Jason Voorhees in a Friday the 13th movie, man. He
Kind of a
was
psycho too.
he was-
Like when he
Indy?
shoots the sword
Yeah,
guy,
he is
and he's just kind of like, eh.
like, that's cool.
That's
Whatever.
cold-blooded shit.
He just
yeah.
runs,
So
like, whatever.
absolutely. And Ben, do you know the story behind that scene?
No,
Oh, you know the story,
don't.
Tanner?
I don't know.
I know that story.
Tell me the story.
Oh, this is a great story. So I initially said it was diarrhea related, but it's actually not true. It turns out during that scene originally, Harrison Ford was going to battle him with a sword. There was going to be an actual choreographed fight scene, but Harrison Ford was experiencing just like they think dysentery. He was experiencing like really bad dehydration, super fatigue. He was probably boozing as well. But apparently he was feeling terribly, and he just took his weapon out and pointed it and fired it. And they thought it was stupid at first, but they showed it to a test audience, and everyone erupted into laughter, and they thought it was so hilarious. So Spielberg was like, "All right, well, I guess we're keeping it." And then obviously they put the sound effect in post. But if you watch it and you pause it right after he turns around, he's like wincing. He does not look like he just looks like he's uncomfortable. The running rumor for years was that he had bad diarrhea. He was like shitting himself. I still want to believe that, but according to the internet, that's not really true. But I'm still going to believe that he was.
I think he was just. I think what I've heard and read is just he was just super fucking sick, and he's like, "Boom, we're done with this scene."
Yeah, boom, done. Which
I think it's being a little prickly. I'm like, you're filming in the desert for a long time, and you're just like, let's move on.
Like, this is unnecessary.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was mixing stories because who did get diarrhea when they were shooting was Arnold Schwarzenegger during Predator. He got some really, really bad like food poisoning, and he was apparently on a run. He just pooped his pants when he was out running in the morning before shooting.
Yeah, but that just made him look more cut, right? Like,
yeah, that's right. That's just, literally he just was a diuretic, right?
That's right. Yeah. Gotta get that water weight down.
Yeah,
some way.
That's it, man.
To your pants.
So Ben, so you were about 4 or 5 when you saw this. Did you see this in the theater?
I don't think so. No, because I would have been
Okay.
3.
That's too young a kid.
It was a little early. It did just bring a kid to the movies.
Yeah, definitely. I think
Yeah.
you would be mad at someone who brought a 3-year-old
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
the movie.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be funny if you were brought to a bunch of movies as a kid, and now you hate when people bring kids to movies?
That's ironic.
Yeah.
I do think like there's a lot of laughs and like especially at like the super violent shit that's happening. Like it's pretty
Yeah,
fun.
absolutely.
Also, like
It's not like super dark.
Marion like fucking clubs the guy over the head. It's
Yeah.
like ah.
It's funny.
One of our great graphic death of. I mean, we were just talking about Inglourious Bastards, or somebody was.
Yeah.
And it's like
He said one.
this is one of our great like killing of Nazis movies.
Yeah.
Too.
Absolutely.
That isn't just like a serious war movie. Like
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of killed Nazis in this.
yes,
A lot.
yes, the Nazis
Yeah.
don't come out good.
But one thing, and I think the punching the Nazis is the tipping point here. But who is cooler? Like, who would you rather be, Han Solo or Indiana Jones?
That's a tough one.
I mean,
who would I rather
Solo's
be?
got the ship. Yeah,
Yeah, Han Solo gets to go to space, right?
he gets to go to space. Yeah,
That's pretty sweet.
but Indiana Jones gets to really fuck up a lot of Nazis, which is pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, but he also
So-
doesn't like ever really get any of his fucking like he doesn't get anything. He looks for the fucking head, doesn't get to keep that.
no,
Looks
Yeah.
for the ark, finds it, doesn't get to keep that. Like he's not keeping anything. He's just roaming around. I'd rather do that in space.
he's all about the journey.
Yeah, I'm not about the journey. I want to see
He's-
fucking space. I want to hang out with some robots. You know.
Yeah,
It's really like, do you want to be with Princess Leia or do you
Yes.
want to be with Marion Ravenwood?
Oh
Princess-
yeah, there we go.
And not just Princess Leia. Like I want to be.
And he
with
kind of
Princess
fucks it up
Leia
with
a
both
lot.
of them.
He does 100%.
Right?
It does. It's a very similar trajectory with the relationships.
Yeah,
But he's Han Solo /
Han Solo.
Indy.
I think you got to go Han Solo, but
You
it's
got-
a tough one. I mean, this is obviously it's written for him, right? Like,
Yeah.
was it? I don't know.
Yeah. Fun fact, actually, Tom Selleck was almost cast as Indiana Jones.
Oh, I was thinking. So we watched Three Men and a Baby the other day. And,
Oh, nice.
and I was thinking about that. I knew that, and I was thinking about that while I was watching
Oh,
Three Men and a
my.
Baby, and I could see it. I really could,
I guess a young.
because I like
Oh, yeah.
PI. You know, he was great. He was driving around in the Ferrari and the helicopter and like
Oh, absolutely.
buckling
Yeah, he
around.
had the that hairy chest and that legendary stash, and I mean the women, they still love him. It's not even they loved. My grandmother is in her 80s and she still thinks that Tom
Love-
Selleck is one of the most
Okay, but
sexiest men
I
alive.
bet there are plenty of like 20 and 30-year-old women who still love Harrison Ford. Do they still love Tom Selleck?
It's true. It's all the
Like Harrison Ford
Good question.
is well loved by women of all ages still.
That's true.
Does everyone of all ages love Tom Selleck? I don't think so.
I think unless those younger women are watching Blue Bloods, they probably don't know Tom Selleck.
Also,
so that's
I've
a fair
never seen
point.
Magnum PI, so
it's pretty sweet.
there's
It's
that.
classic. It's a cool show. It's
I
fun.
do know
It's-
Tom
it's
Selleck.
really-
I just don't.
The PI stands for private investigator.
yeah.
I did know that. Thank you. Thanks. I
See,
need
this is why we have Ben on this podcast and in this club. Is we
Yeah,
need his.
you know that.
very
Did you
valuable-
know that the PI,
Insight.
Magnum PI?
You know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so one more thing about Tom Selleck, then we can move on. But my grandmother read these books. They were called like the Jesse Stone series. It was like a detective, murder mystery kind of deal. And I think they did about 5 or 6 of them. They were like your straight to DVD, straight to streaming kind of movies. But Tom Selleck played that character, and I just remember how excited she would get every time a new one would come up on Netflix. Like, oh, a new Jesse Stone.
I
I
feel
get
like
to
it's
watch
gonna
Tom
be a
Selleck.
while before we have Tom Selleck leading a movie in Action Club.
Yeah.
I don't know who's gonna be picking that. It's probably not me.
It's not me.
Probably, yeah. I don't know. I subjected you guys to Steven Seagal though, so I feel like anything's
Like,
possible.
we can't get Tom Selleck in here before like Chuck Norris. That's
I know. No,
What, 3?
Chuck Norris needs to be featured.
He's been in 2.
the super dumb one.
Under Siege.
Under Siege.
And the whatever. What is that?
The fucking dumbass movie, Under Siege. But I thought he would have been in 3. No?
Fire Down Below.
Fire Down Below. I think you're mixing him up with the Jean-Claude Van Damme movie we watched.
Oh, that's true.
That with the Cajun one.
That was bad too.
Oh, Hard Target. Yep. Good times. Yeah, that's one thing I'm gonna give you guys is these obscure, so bad they're good. They're good flicks.
I don't know how long you can ride that so bad they're good saying.
Yeah, but those
Tanner,
were action movies in their time.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right, but so was Indiana Jones, and that's still pretty good.
Yeah, they don't. Not everything ages like fine.
You
Well,
can't.
not everything becomes a
movie.
massive franchise. Yeah. So Ben, I'm interested to hear your. I think I like to ask you this every time we watch a big movie that's in a franchise. What's your official like ranking? Just like your off the top of your head. Where would you put them?
I'm pretty traditional. I would go this one first, and then the third one with his dad.
Yep. I love that one. That's my favorite one.
To like know the titles of these movies.
I mean,
I know.
And
the
then
third one, The Last Crusade.
Yep, and then I would go the second one, the prequel,
Temple of Doom.
And then fourth, the newest one,
Dial of Destiny.
Dial of Destiny is pretty good, and then I put the aliens at the end.
that's fair.
Yeah, Crystal Skull.
It's so bad. It's still so bad. I tried to give it
so bad,
but it got
recently
77% on Rotten Tomatoes.
because Rotten Tomatoes is stupid. Like,
yeah,
fair.
People don't have good taste. Most people, you know this.
No, I was
You've been in public facing jobs.
I do know that.
Yeah. I was very surprised and very pleasantly surprised by how much I enjoyed Dial of Destiny though. I thought it was fun. I thought it was a return to form. And it was a good time. Lauren and I rented
horse chase.
Great times, yeah.
It gets, we're not going to spoil anything here, but it gets a little off the rails towards the end. But it's fun.
It does.
I mean, there's
there's
plenty of mystical shit going on in this movie, right?
Exactly.
They set the tone that the supernatural is real in this franchise.
They do that.
Exactly.
And even right in the beginning, when the Nazi symbols are burned off the crate, that comes from within the crate.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's kind of foreshadowing that the Nazis are fucked.
Yeah.
Whatever's in this box does not like them.
If you're a Nazi.
So as far as the set pieces and the design and everything, obviously the red banner with the Nazi swastika, that's always going to stand out. It's such a
strong brand.
Yeah. Strong. Yeah. I couldn't think of a better word. Yeah. It's strong. It is. Yeah. I mean, it's obviously very, very well known, very, very notorious. But so obviously those stood out and everything. I thought that the actual artifacts themselves, so that gold evil monkey thing that he takes in the beginning, as well as the actual arc, they look cool. They like the gold, they looked real. I feel like they really stood out and looked real. Yeah, they had a cool glow to them. I thought that the statues, like the Anubis statue and some of the other statues in the cave, looked kind of silly. But for the most part, I think the set design was pretty awesome and held together pretty well.
Oh yeah, it looks good. It doesn't look old. I mean, it looks like I was watching just when they're in a submarine, and they're it looks. They spent a lot of money on.
They did.
Or they made it look good.
And we were talking about how many fucking extras there were. Just
yeah.
Period.
Oh, dude, yeah. When they're working,
crane up, and they look at you. There's hundreds of people in that scene.
Yeah,
it's
in a lot
green screen, man.
Even at the end of that car chase, there was dozens and dozens of people. There's in pretty much every scene in that section of the movie, there's 100 people, 100 extras, which is addition to the set for real.
Yeah, but nothing beats it, man. That real explosions, real stunts. I mean, it's nothing beats.
Yeah,
nothing beats real stuff.
Some of the explosions, you could see the shockwave going along the.
You sure could. Yeah.
And you're oh shit, they did that pretty close to
That was
the
dangerous.
people
Yeah.
in this. Like,
Super dangerous.
I
Oh my
wouldn't fly
God.
in 2020.
So
Yeah.
speaking of, I've got a really super random snake story for you. Obviously, like that's one of the most iconic scenes. He
I've been
falls
waiting for
down.
the whole movie.
The king cobra looks him in the eye, and that's oh God, that's one of the worst things ever to think about. So when I was in the gym several years ago in Mississippi when I still lived there, and Lauren was still going to medical school, and I met this guy, this like older guy. He was probably about to turn no, he was about to turn 50. And I remember he was doing some like rear dumbbell flies, but doing them with super heavy weights, like 50 or 55 pound dumbbells. And he was using a lot of lower back, kind of swinging them.
Poor form, yeah.
But yeah, but still, I mean, still impressive. It was like 100 pounds, 50 per arm or whatever. So I was just like, wow, that's some serious weight you're slinging there, man. And he's like, yeah, man, I'm training for this expedition I'm going on. And I was like, oh, cool, man. What are you doing? And he said, so I'm turning 50, and I guess this is like my midlife crisis or whatever, but I'm gonna go out into the Everglades and go hunt pythons.
no.
I was like, what? And he said, no, there's this guy who's going to film a documentary about the Burmese pythons and how they're super invasive species. And it's like really affecting the ecosystem there. And I'm going to go kill them, a bunch of them. And I'm going to, you can sell the skins. And me being myself, outgoing and a very curious person, I was like, how the fuck are you going to do that? I just had to know. He said, no, you just get a metal rod. You
Yeah.
just walk in there. You just walk right over it. You just stick it, through the head, through the skull to sever the brainstem. And I looked at him and I said, "Oh, okay." And then he said, "Hey, do you want to come with me?" I'm like, "Fuck no,
No!
absolutely not, bro."
You want to come with me to the fucking jungle?
Hey, I
So
know
I'm out. I
just
also,
met, but you
I
want
also
to kill venomous snakes with me? In the
yeah,
jungle?
we just met, and yeah, sure, yeah, I'd love to come. I just met you. Let's go out and hunt these snakes
That's
together. No,
great.
I saw the movie Anaconda. We're not doing that. No.
You have to work up to that. Like,
no,
do
you
you
just go
go
straight for the butt.
do you go python hunting in the jungle like for your first snake
No,
hunt?
first you go like green snakes in a fucking pet store.
Field
Yeah.
Vermont, right? Look for just like garden snakes.
You go to a pet store and see how many snakes you can kill before you leave.
Oh my God! Before they kick you
Before
out.
they kick you out. Like, what are you doing?
Call
I'm
the
like,
police.
practicing.
Was this guy a lunatic or what? Like,
Clearly.
Strangely enough,
What did you read on
he definitely gave me the vibe of being like slightly off, but he seemed
Well,
like he was very
Was it
serious
the
about
snakes
this.
that gave that away?
Yeah.
well, so you do like Tanner, you do exotic sort of tourism. Has that ever been on your radar?
Killing snakes in the Everglades has not been. I mean, there's no, it has not. No sort of
Yeah.
like animal killing or like let me put myself in a situation where an animal has the opportunity to kill
Snake
me.
hunt.
Like I'll do a lot of things, but places where animals can almost certainly kill me are not
Yeah.
on the list. No.
Other super random little trivia for you there. Ben, did you happen to recognize the guy in the beginning who betrayed Indy and took his, didn't give him the whip and left with the relic?
Dr. Octopus?
Yes, my man. God, we're on the same level, my dog. Yeah, so Tanner, have you seen the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans?
No.
I prefer him in
Oh,
Boogie. That's
I agree.
Alfred Olin.
He's great at Boogie Nights. But anyways, I was gonna make the joke that
Going out of his
this
mind.
movie has an MCU, a double MCU connection, because you have Alfred Molina, who played Otto Octavian, aka Doc Ock, in the Spider-Man movies, and Harrison Ford is obviously going to be in the newest Captain America film. So
Harrison
MCU, man.
Ford is going to be in the newest, like an upcoming.
He's going to be Red Hulk.
Like 85.
He's taken over the role from can't remember anything today.
That's okay, but
The dude who needed everybody to sign the Sokovia Accords.
Oh yeah.
third guy?
What What is that?
The general.
Yeah,
the general?
General.
You talking about
Yeah, General
Oh, I
Ross.
should remember that. General Roth. Yeah, Ross. Yeah, Roth.
Okay.
Ross. Yeah.
All right. So he's playing a less active
Yeah.
role. Yeah.
Taking that from William Hurt, who I
Okay.
think passed away.
That would make
William
sense.
Hurt. That's right. Yeah. He did.
I'm getting it.
He did pass.
It's all
So,
there, but you just have to
we're
rattle.
getting it.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
It's all good, man. It's all good. But it's fun. I love little connections like that. I'm sure if you guys ever played, the game of what is it, the 6 degrees of separation or whatever, the Kevin Bacon
Oh,
one.
Kevin Bacon, yeah.
Yeah, it's so much fun. You just do like how many degrees. You ever play that game, Tanner?
I know of the game. I wouldn't call it a game as much of an exercise. So no, and no.
Okay.
It's it's a knowledge test.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Yeah, it's basically a way to flex your movie knowledge. Which
Yeah.
Ben
I'm
saw my he saw me coming from a mile away with my Alfred Molina. I thought I was
Yeah,
gonna
I
drop
mean,
some serious.
He's pretty famous. He's
Serious
not even
knowledge.
that guy. He's like pretty famous.
That's true. Yeah, he is pretty famous. Yeah. And I forgot that he's in Boogie Nights. I haven't seen that movie in a while.
I won't watch it, but if we watch it here, then I'll watch it.
Oh, you'd love it. Boogie Nights?
Oh,
I,
you've never seen Boogie Nights, Tanner?
No, DeMarco, what do you think?
Oh, that might have to be my wild card because that's a really good movie, and it's quite entertaining. It's cool. It's
Wow.
like I don't know if "cool" is the right word, but it's good.
When was this made? 1978?
Late 90s
Yeah, but I think it takes place in the 70s though,
and the 80s. It gets dark.
and the 80s. It
Great.
gets very dark.
Yeah, all right, I'm in.
Classic.
Awesome.
Cold classic.
No, it's really really good. Burt Reynolds is just having a blast in that movie too. He's just oh my god, so much fun. So
And Alfred
it's
Molina,
good times.
who was in this
And
movie
Alfred
for
Molina.
2 minutes.
But yeah,
Wow.
it's a good. I will say, just on the rewatch, you notice little things that you didn't notice the first few times you saw it. It's really funny when you can see clearly see a stunt double, or when Alfred Molina's character meets their demise, you're like, oh yeah, that's definitely that's not really him. To the point where you're like, oh yeah, that was definitely a prop that they made up. So
For a second, I was like, is that him or is that the other guy? Because it doesn't look
that's what I thought too.
much like him. Oh, it's fake. Yeah, it's him.
Oh, it's
Exactly.
The idol,
fake.
idol is at his feet. Right. That
Yeah.
would be.
Exactly. I thought the exact same thing.
Lot
I was like,
of,
oh, it's the other guy.
A lot of short kings in this movie.
Oh yeah, a lot of shorties.
Lot of
short
short
Yeah.
key.
We were noticing, Ben and
Yes.
I were noticing that throughout the course of the movie. Lots of short kings.
Tough,
Creepy short kings.
A lot of short kings. A lot of animals getting poorly treated.
Yeah, there was.
No
Yeah,
disclaimer.
it was.
No disclaimer. Maybe there is if we examine the.
I'm
credits.
gonna look later. I'm gonna look
I
later.
know
and
that
see if
there's
it's
a
on
lot of
there.
rubber snakes in there in the room where they find the ark,
Yeah.
but there's also
Okay.
There's a lot of not rubber snakes. You
Yeah.
can see them.
There's some. Yeah,
I don't think they.
Yeah,
really
there's definitely
kill the
some-
monkey, but
No.
the monkey. I don't.
I don't think you're allowed to do that. Any of that to monkeys anymore. Fucking.
but here's the question: Did they give it a tranquilizer to make it sleep, or did they just?
Woke him
Like-
up. Is protecting him.
Oh no!
I think it just plays. I mean, the monkey just plays asleep.
Yeah, PETA.
Now the monkey would be completely CGI.
It would be a CGI
Oh yeah.
prop, or
All I was gonna say was, if you guys had like a favorite scene, favorite line. I mean, it's
my
honestly the
favorite
whole.
scene is definitely the fucking knife guy shoots him in the head.
Oh yeah,
That's a great scene. I also love the where he's fighting that giant man, and then he gets
yeah.
murdered by the propeller. Yeah.
I like the burning
Yeah.
bar.
Then the bar in the
That whole sequence.
Yeah.
And then the end, I'm your
Yeah.
goddamn partner.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. That was pretty
Well,
sweet.
it's nice to have the love interest also hold her own, and she has a lot to do other than just being a damsel in distress.
Yeah, yeah.
He's
Yeah.
to help him, and she's not just sort of window dressing.
Yeah, although seriously, I never noticed all of the female students just staring at
Oh,
Harrison
they
Ford
want it. They
intensely while he was
all,
lecturing.
They
And then the
all
eyelids.
on it.
I don't know how I never noticed the eyelids because I like, and I've seen the movie at least 3 or 4 times. So I'm just I was like, wow, I never noticed that.
I think he's doing well in general.
Yeah.
In real life.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones or Harrison?
Harrison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, is when he's not crashing
Yeah.
a plane on a golf course, right? Like he's
I
That
think is
was on-
oh
That
yeah,
was
that's
on
right.
my golf course. That's like a block from my house.
he's done it like 3 or 4 times. So I
Yeah.
don't know which one?
Well,
That was the
he crashed his plane at the.
I saw. Oh my God! The first time I saw it, at least I was probably late to the party, but when the first time that I saw that article, the writing, the title was Han Solo crashes his ship. I died laughing. I was like, at first I thought it was a joke, and then I pulled it up and I read the article, and the way they worded it was really funny, and oh my God, I was laughing hysterically, just like, oh my God, this is. I'm glad he's okay. Obviously, that was my first thing was like, is he okay? And now I'm gonna laugh about this hysterically. So it was great.
Shouldn't be allowed to fly anymore.
No.
I think he's had one too many.
I think he smokes a lot of weed too.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the other thing.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
I could see that. Oh man, you've both probably seen this. I can't remember whose talk show it was on, but like a decade plus ago, maybe 15 years ago. Did you guys see that really weird interview he did? I can't remember if it was on like Letterman or Jay Leno, but he's rubbing the seat cushions, like the seat. Have you seen that? I'm gonna send you guys.
Like he's
That's
on
really
drugs
funny.
or something?
Oh yeah, I think I don't know what he was on, but he was like, and he's kind of a weird guy. He's kind of like a quirky guy,
Yeah.
but he's just sitting there and he's just like stroking the the couch armrests and just like talking almost like he's in and out. It's super bizarre. It's just like, what the fuck is he on? Is he like, I don't know. It's just very, very weird, but very funny. I'll send you guys that clip when I find it. It's great. Solid gold. Anything else to add, Tanner or Ben?
It's thinking about like ranking these movies, I think there's this one and then all the other ones are very far behind. Like I know
I don't
yeah.
think any of the other ones come
I know
close.
people have a lot of love for The Last Crusade, which I do too.
I love The Last Crusade.
But the first movie I think of with Indiana Jones is this movie.
Is
Like,
Raiders, yeah. Yeah, I definitely I agree with that. I don't think like you said, the other movies are great, but this movie is like Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
I think so. I love Last Crusade, but I will also admit I'm a huge Sean Connery fan. Like I do love him as James Bond, but I love Sean Connery in almost every other movie I've
Yeah,
ever
he's
seen
really
him in.
fun in this movie.
I like
Sure.
R.I.P. a legend. I think that was a really great casting choice for him to play the dad. I thought that was really cool. But I get what you're saying. Like the first one's definitely the best. I mean, hands down, it's definitely it's that action adventure, super scary stuff happening. It's great. I mean, and it's new. It's always when it's that first one, it's the new concept. The comedic timing of him like getting in the fist fight with the big guy, him like getting dragged by the car, dragged by the truck, and it's that funny. It's comedic. It's action packed. It's at times a little scary. Spielberg does a great job of just juggling all of that. Even within the same scene.
This for like in the like collection of movies that we watch is a movie that you could watch with anybody. Some of the like sort of hardcore action movies we watch are not necessarily for the whole crowd.
No.
The whole crew is not.
Definitely
love
not.
them. But like you could
You
sit
can put this
down
on pretty
with
much
your lady
anything.
friend and watch this
Yeah.
and have a
that's
nice
true.
time.
It may not be made for a 4 to 8 year old, but it is
Depends on
depends on the
On
4
how
to 8 year old.
It's a funny story. Lauren was getting her food and she was getting ready to go sit out on the balcony and she saw what movie we were watching. She's like, "Oh, that's a really good movie."
Yeah.
Like even she admitted. I mean, it's a classic. It's a great movie.
Well, the ladies sweat Harrison Ford too. Like
As
they know
Exactly.
they know
one of
what's
the
up.
first scenes. Yeah. It's no Fifth Dimension special effects.
That was The Fifth Element.
Fifth Element.
Oh.
But that was those were
A
some
movie that
special
we
effects.
love, but has not aged well. But was like super ambitious.
The thing I can't forget about that movie is when they go into the hyperspace or something like that?
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
you remember that,
Yep.
DeMarco? Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
That's where like
A rough
okay, the
point.
design of this movie is like a period piece, right?
Yeah.
And it's just it's a very detailed period piece.
Yeah.
So like it's not hard to get that. You just have to do the work.
Yeah.
Right? Where the
Yeah.
Fifth Element, like everything was designed from scratch. And like from the ground up, they built the whole world. And it turned out that like some of the choices were like
That wasn't it.
not gonna age good.
Yeah.
They look stupid now.
I mean, the characters in the
Yeah.
costume, though.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
the ambition is cool, but it just doesn't.
Yeah, it didn't work
Doesn't look
out as
awesome.
well. No.
Yeah. All right, so this was Tanner's pick. Ben, we are back to you, correct?
Sure.
Yeah,
Ooh.
believe so.
Ooh, pressure.
Ooh, pressure's on.
That's exciting.
You don't have an outro?
As in now? Yeah, I can do it now.
This one's gonna require some editing.
We'll edit a little bit.
Yeah. Subscribe, like and subscribe.
Yeah, we got
Like and subscribe.
In the beginning, we have to say it in the beginning and in the
We gotta
end.
put links to all of our socials in the show notes.
Okay, all right. Stop, I can't laugh. And if you like this and want to see more, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff for the algorithms to help us grow and to fuck.
Okay.
No. Let me do it one more time.
I'm gonna have some notes in front of me.
We'll do it starting on the next podcast.
The Action Movie Club on Instagram.
The Action. So we're at the Action Movie Club on Instagram. Give us a follow, and I had a good time. I know you guys had a good time.
Don't make him do it again.
Do it one more time.
Okay.
No, I want to get it right. I'm kidding.
Don't make him do it again. And action.